Good morning, all of you. So, before starting today's lecture, we will go through the today's motivational quote. So, quote is here: Your focus determines your reality. So, students, what is your focus or what is your goal is there? So that determines your today's reality. So, set your focus or set your goals and do work for the same. Okay. So, for this motivational quote, or with this motivational quote, we will start today's lecture. So, dear students, we already started with the new chapter, which is uh, Drug Price Control Order 1995 and latest amendment 2013. Okay, and so this is for the final year students, and for the third year students, it is National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, or we can say NPPA. So, what is this basically? This act related to? So, this act is basically related to the fixation and direct control over the pharmaceutical drug formulation price. Okay, so whatever price will be there on pharmaceutical formulation or drugs, which is authorized by or the direct control by the central authority or the central government authority, which is known as the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. Okay, and this authority works under the control of the Drug Price Control Order Act, or the Rule 1995, or latest amendment 2013. So we already discussed the introduction part and history part of this act, right? S- uh, so we already know the different amendments are there, and uh, latest amendment of this act is latest by the 2013. Okay, so we already discussed regarding objective also. What are the objective of this act, or why there were the need to enforce this act into the uh, Indian jurisdiction. Okay, so we already seen regarding that. In today's session, we are going to discuss in detail regarding the more definition of the act, then how uh, the authority works upon the price of bulk drug and the scheduled drug of the act, uh, or the under this act. Okay, so let's start with the definition part. Okay, so first definition is bulk drug. So what is in bulk drug? Let's see. So it means any pharmaceutical, chemical, and biological or plant product conform to pharmacopoeial standards specified in Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940. So whatever is mentioned there in the Drug and Cosmetic Act, any pharmaceutical, chemical, biological, or a plant product conforms to the pharmacopoeial standard, or gives or provides any type of pharmacological property or the therapeutic property. So that drug, that chemical, that pharmaceutical product, that biological product, or that plant product is known as the bulk drug. Okay, so you have to keep in your mind what is meant by bulk drug, because uh, in this act we have to use this bulk drug term in again and again. Okay, so next definition is selling price. So what is meant by selling price? Let's see. So price fixed by government for scheduled formulation. So whatever price is there fixed for the scheduled formulation, that formulations or that drugs which are already discussed, already included in the schedule. Okay, as you already know, the we studied the different type of schedule in previous act, which is Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940. Okay, so whatever drugs are mentioned in is there in that particular schedule, that scheduled drug having some amount of the fixed price set by the government of India or the NPPA. So that price is known as or called as the selling price. So let's move toward next slide. Next definition is drug. So what is meant by drug? Drug is a substance intended to be used for or in the diagnosis, treatment, or prevention of any disease or disorder in human or animal. So any type of uh, chemical moiety is there, or any type of substance is there which is used for human or animal diagnosis, treatment, or prevention of any type of disease or disorder, that a particular substance is known as a drug substance. Okay, so this is regarding the drug. Next definition is retail price. So we previously discussed regarding selling price, and this one is a retail price. So what is meant by retail price? Let's see. So retail price of drug fixed in accordance with provision of DPCO or Drug Price Control Order 1995 and include selling price. So what is by the retail price? So a retail price is set or fixed in accordance with provision of DPCO Act. So whatever mentioned over there in DPCO provision 1995, so according to that of provision with or the including of selling price, retail price is there. So in further slide we are also going to discuss in detail with formula of the retail price. So let's see next definition. Next definition is scheduled bulk drug. Okay, so previously we discussed regarding the bulk drug only. Okay, so this is the scheduled bulk drug. So what is meant by scheduled bulk drug? So it means bulk drug specified in first schedule. So whatever bulk drug are there which are specified in first schedule, that drugs are known as the scheduled bulk drug. Okay, I understand. Okay, so what is by bulk drug? So it means the bulk drug specified in first schedule of the act, or we can say the Drug and Cosmetic Act. Under that, in first schedule, whatever type of bulk drug are there or bulk drug are enlisted over there, that bulk drugs known as the scheduled bulk drug. Okay, so you should keep in your mind what is meant by scheduled bulk drug. So I hope you are uh, clearing with this all uh, definition part. So let's move toward next slide. So here is the price of bulk drug. So how and who are set over there the price of bulk drug? So let's see. So government has the authority to fix a maximum sale price of bulk drug and to revise the price of bulk drugs after obtaining proper information from the manufacturer. Okay, so the government of India has that right to fix the maximum retail price over the bulk drug after obtaining information from the manufacturer. And if manufacturer unable to provide that information, then government of India cannot go there for the fixing of that particular bulk drug price. Okay, or the importer, as the case may be. Okay, it may be importer or it may be manufacturer. After getting information from the importer or from the manufacturer, and then the government authority will doing their the or the fixing there the price of that particular bulk drug. So you have to keep in your mind who will fix and on the what basis they're going to fix the price of bulk drug. Okay, so central government established the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, which is well known as NPPA. Okay, and in August 1997, and this authority, NPPA, or the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, was set up or established by the central government of India from 1997. Okay, you should keep in your mind. So this date is important for your uh, competitive exam too. Okay, the main function of NPPA as follows. So there are some important functions of the NPPA. So what are they? Let's see. So first function of the NPPA is to fix or revise prices of schedule, bulk drug and formulation. Okay, so whatever prices are there of bulk drugs, so this is the function of the NPPA. He can fix or revise the different prices of different schedule bulk drugs. Okay, so this is the first function of this NPPA. And then next part is to monitor the prices and availability of drug in country. Also they have one more important function is to monitor the prices and availability. Okay, prices as well as the availability of particular drug should be uh, available in a maximum amount or in a sufficient amount to up to the lay down person. So that authority should have to maintain as well as monitor the different type of bulk drug and their prices in our country. Okay, so next function is to identify shortages if any and take remedial measures. Okay, so in sometimes or the in some cases shortage of some bulk drugs over there, like in this COVID-19 case or the COVID-19 pandemic, some of important drugs having the shortages over there. So like these shortages are fulfilled by or are monitored by that particular NPPA authority. Okay, so there should not create any type of shortages, or sometimes the retailers or the wholesalers are doing the stock. Okay, or the doing holding the stock, uh, uh, and then because of holding the stock of the that particular important drug, and in market shortage of that particular drug will be created, and because of that the price of that particular drug will be increased, and that particular person, retailer or the wholesaler, will get the maximum price, or he is going to sell that particular drug in a maximum price. So to avoid this particular problem, so that NPPA authority should maintain or should identify the shortages of like these drugs. Okay, so next function of NPPA is to implement the provision of drug and price control order. So whatever rules are there or provisions are there mentioned under this drug and price control order, that are uh, implemented by that particular NPPA. Okay, so for the third year students, this is important to understand or the better understand, because your uh, chapter having particularly named as the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. Okay, so you should uh, better well known about or the regarding this NPPA. What is the role and function of the NPPA? Okay, so next function of NPPA is to control and maintain the data on the production, export, import, and the market share and the profitability of different companies producing bulk drugs or the formulation. So this is one of another important function of this particular authority is there. So this NPPA authority should control and maintain the data production Okay, data on the production. Okay, so all type of data regarding that particular drugs or the scheduled drugs he have to maintain. Okay, like a production data, like a export data, if export is there, like import data, then the market share and the profitability of different companies producing bulk drug and their formulation data. So that particular type of data should be maintained by the this NPPA or the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. Next function is in fixing price of bulk drugs. Government consider following things. Okay, uh, before fixing any type of drug price, okay, or the any type of selling price or the retail uh, price of that particular drug, the government should have to consider following these points. Okay, so what are the points? Let's see. So first point that NPPA authority should consider is a post tax return on 14% on net worth. Okay, so government should have uh, uh, consider this particular post tax return. Post tax return means after selling of that particular drug, 14% tax is there. 18% if production is from basic stage. Okay, so it may be 18% also if basic production is there. So government should have keep in their consideration this particular tax. Okay, so with this tax government can go to the uh, going to fix the price. Okay, so they have to consider this particular tax also. Okay, so next point is, or next consideration is a return of 22% on capital employed. So whatever capital cost is there, on that capital cost 22% return should be employed for the company. Okay, or the 26% if production is from the basic stage. If that particular drugs production is from the basic stage, then that particular company should have returned the 26% of their capital return or the capital employed. So that particular uh, percentage of return also considered before fixing the price of that particular drug to the government of India or the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. Then next consideration will be internal rate return of 12% is based on long term marginal costing for new plants. Okay, if a new plant is there, in that case, new plant means plant in case of the industry or the industrial, uh, any type of the branch or the any industrial branch that called as a plant. Okay, any new industry or the single industry is known as the plant, where manufacturing of that particular product is going on, that known as plant. If new plant is there, then they have to consider their internal rate return of 12%. So considering all these points, the NPPA will going to fix the price of that particular drug. So once the option for the return is fixed by the manufacturer, it shall be final and for not going to change in the rate of return prior to the approval of the government of India shall be necessary. And after the price fixation and the price approval is passed from the NPPA to the manufacturer, and after the fixation uh, and uh, from this fixation of price, the government of India or the NPPA is not going to change any type of the cost of that particular drug. So you have to, or the manufacturer have to change that particular cost in the next year only. Okay, no person can sell bulk drug at the price higher than the one fixed for it plus local taxes if any. Okay, so whatever price is fixed by that particular NPP authority, that in that particular cost only that particular person should have sell that particular drug. Okay, uh, from this cost or the from that cost in a higher cost cannot or nobody will going to sell that particular drug in a higher cost. Okay, so all the uh, retailers and wholesalers should have maintain and follow that particular cost. So this is related to the price of the bulk drug or the how to NPPA going to control over it, we uh, discuss here. So let's move toward the next slide. So at the time of production of the drug, manufacturer fill detail in form 1 and give necessary information to government within 15 days. So if uh, so i- during the production stage, the manufacturer have to fill up the form 1 and give the information regarding that particular product to the government of India uh, for the fixation of the that particular product's cost. Okay, and it should be done in a within a 15 days from the production. Okay, so make necessary inquiry and then government fix maximum sale price of bulk drug and noted in official gazette. So before fixing any type of price, the government of India will going to inquire necessary things, and before after inquiring that particular things, the government of India going to fix that particular price of that particular bulk drug. Okay, and after uh, fixing of the price, it will be published in the official gazette or official book. Okay. So next part is government also fix or revise the price of non-scheduled bulk drug. So government will also going to fix or revise that particular price of non-scheduled bulk drugs. So let's move toward the next part. The information required from the manufacturer to the government. So what type of information is required from the manufacturer to the government is there? So let's see. So first information government required from the manufacturer is for the both scheduled and non-scheduled bulk drugs, the list of drug and produce with cost in form 1 and form 2 respectively. So whatever scheduled drug is there or non-scheduled drug is there, bulk drug is there. So the list of drug produce with their cost in form 1 and form 2 should be provided that should be provided by that particular manufacturer. Okay, and uh, but for the scheduled bulk drug, it should given by the 13th September every year. Okay, if scheduled bulk drug is there, in that case every year by the 13th sorry 30 September, on that day that particular form 1 and form 2 of that particular drug should be provided for fixation of that particular drug's price. Okay. So this is the regarding information required from the manufacturer to the government for the fixing of that particular drug's price, selling price, or we can say the retail price of that particular drug. So here is the formula for the calculation of retail price of the formulation. Okay, so after the establishment of NPPA, the NPPA is going to fix that particular price by using this particular formula. Okay, so let's see what is the formula for fixation of that selling price or the retail price. Sorry, not a selling price, it is related to retail price. So let's see, retail price is equal to material cost plus conversion cost plus uh, packing material cost. Okay, sorry, packing charges. Okay, first of all, material cost is there, then conversion cost is there, whatever conversion is there. Okay, plus the packing material cost is there, then the packing charges cost is there, into 1 plus MAPE means maximum allowable post manufacturing expenses. So it includes your traveling cost as well as your maintenance cost. Whatever is there is called as the MAPE, or the maximum allowable post manufacturing expenses, and divided by 100 plus ED is for excise duty. So by using this particular formula, they they were going to calculate that particular drug's retail price. Okay, so I hope all of you understand this formula. Okay, so sometime in your exam this formula is asked, so you should remember this formula. Okay, so let's move toward the next slide. Next is power to fix retail price of the schedule formulation. So government fix the retail price of the bulk drug. Okay. So these are the some power of the NPPA or the government of India to fix the price of that particular scheduled formulation. So government of India going to fix the retail price of that particular bulk drugs, whatever bulk drugs are there, and the manufacturers use drug in the scheduled formulation. Then for price revision of such formulations, manufacturers should apply within 13 days. Okay, for revision of that particular drugs price if something uh, changes are there. So with that particular justification, that particular manufacturer can apply for the revision of the or the revise of that particular price every year on the 30 of September. Okay, and from date of receipt of the complete information, government going to retail price within 2 months from that particular application. For that particular application, government fix the in 2 months. Okay, so it is the flow process. We, process, or we can during the consideration the pricing of or the fixation of that particular drug's price, we can't do the sale of any type of drug which is applied for the fixation of the price. So let's see what are what are the points are there. Without approval of government of India, the manufacturer should not increase retail price of drug. So uh, the manufacturer don't have any type of right to increase retail price directly without permission of government of India or the NPPA, whatever is there. Okay, then the manufacturer should not marketed new formulation without any type of fixation of the price. Okay, so he can't do without permission of the government of India or the NPPA. No person shall be sell imported scheduled formulation without any type of the permission of fixation of the price. So also one point is there. So when that particular drug is in a under under the procedure of fixation of the price during that period, uh, no one will be going to sell that particular drug, okay, in whatever condition is there. Okay, so after approval of that particular price, or after fixing of that particular price, that person can sell that particular drug under this price only. Then the government fixed the selling price of scheduled formulation with formula given in the paragraph 7, keep the cost and efficiency or both. Okay, so government of India fixed the selling price of scheduled formulation. uh, Before this we already discussed regarding the retail price, so this is related to selling price. So government fixed the selling price of the scheduled formulation with the formula which is prescribed in the paragraph 7 of this act. Okay. So selling price for the formulation including those sold under generic name. So selling price is particularly used for the generic products. Okay, they fix a revised selling price for scheduled formulation either on its own motion or on application made in prescribed form. So here is the pricing of scheduled formulation. So whatever scheduled formulation is there and how type of price is going to fix over there on that particular scheduled formulation. Let's see. The selling price of a scheduled formulation of specified strength and the dosages as specified under the first schedule shall be calculated as under. So whatever selling price is there of the scheduled formulation which are specified with their strength, so which is uh, calculated under this particular formula. So first step is, first the average price of a retailer of the scheduled formulation, that is PS, shall be calculated as the below. So in first step the average price to the retailer will be calculated by using this PS. Okay, so average price to the retailer is calculated as sum of price to retailer of all the brands and generic versions of the medicines having market share more than or equal to 1% of the total market turnover. Okay, so first of all this they they are going to consider the sum of prices to the retailer of all the brands and the generic version of that particular medicine. So by using the sum of that uh, different type of formulations, the cost is going to consider. Okay, and this is divided by the total number of such brands and generic versions of the medicine having market share. Okay, so you have to consider this point. In uh, in the previous case we have to consider the total market turnover, right? Turnover is it is related to the 1 year. Okay. And the in this term you have to consider the total number of such brands and generic versions of the medicines having market share. Okay, so keep in your mind this is a market share more than or equal to the 1% of the total market turnover, and this is related to the total market turnover on the basis of moving annual turnover for that medicine. So by using this formula, we can calculate the average price of that particular retailer. And after calculating this average price, we are going to calculate the steps. Second, thereafter, the selling price of the scheduled formulation, that is denoted by PC. Okay, so it will be calculated as this formula. PC is for the selling price is equal to the retail price into 1 plus m upon 100 or divided by 100, where PS is the average price to the retailer for the same strength and the dosage of the medicine as calculated in step first. Okay, and M is for the percent margin to the retailer and its value is 16. So this is a fixed value for the M. We can insert this value instead of n. Okay, so uh, this is the particular formula for calculation of the selling price of that particular drug. Oh, okay, so using this particular formula, we are going to calculate that particular type of selling price of that particular drug. Okay, so next point is margin to the retailer. So while fixing a selling price of scheduled formulation and the retail prices of new drug, 16% of price to uh, retailer as a margin to retailer shall be allowed, which we already seen here. The M. M is for what? Percent margin to the retailer, and its value is 16%. So 16% margin to retailer is considered. So don't think that retailer will going to in a loss. So they never go into the loss. So they are always in a profit. They are going to take 16% margin over there, that on that particular medicine or drug. So let's move toward next slide. Next is the maximum retail price. So here is also formulas for that calculation of maximum retail prices. The maximum retail price of scheduled formulation shall be fixed by the manufacturer on the basis of selling price notified by the government plus local taxes wherever applicable as under. So the manufacturer can calculate or fix that particular maximum retail price by using that selling price which is prescribed by that government of India. Okay, on that basis, that uh, particular person or that particular manufacturer will uh, fix that particular maximum retail price. So uh, for the calculation of maximum retail price, formula is there. So maximum retail price is equal to selling price plus local taxes as applicable. So this cost will called as the maximum retail price. Okay, so next is the maximum retail price of a new drug. Okay, so this was that previous was related to the scheduled formulation which is already prescribed. If new formulation is there, in that case uh, new formulation or new drug shall be fixed by the manufacturers on the basis of retail price of determined by the government of India plus local taxes whenever applicable as under. So this was fixed, or this will fix on the basis of retail price which was determined or the fixed by the government of India, and by using that of particular retail price cost or the price, the manufacturer can set there the maximum retail price of that particular new drug. Okay, so let's see the formula. So maximum retail price of new drug is equal to retail retail price plus local taxes as applicable. So same formulas are there, just uh, difference is this previous one is for the scheduled formulation, and the and this one is for the new drug. Okay, so these two things you have to keep in your mind. The formula is same. So next point is the power to revise price of bulk drug and formulation. So who having the power to revise that uh, particular price of that particular drug which is applied by the manufacturer. Okay, the government fix or revise retail price of one or more formulation. So government have to write to revise or fix that particular retail price of one or more formulation as applied as the pre-tax return on sale turnover of formulation, then the schedule and the non-scheduled formulation. So this will be fixed on the basis of the pre-tax return on sale and on the sale and turnover. So on the basis of that, particular formulations retail price revise or fix again. So students, I hope you all of understand this chapter. If you having any type of doubt, you can ask me. Okay, so revise this particular chapter or particular topic remaining, we will be discussed in